Navigating the storm, understanding and mitigating supply chain disruptions. In today's interconnected world, supply chains are the lifeblood of the global economy. Recent years, however, have seen unprecedented disruptions that have sent shockwaves through these complex networks. In this video, we will explore the causes of these disruptions, their far-reaching impacts on prices, businesses, and consumers, and strategies to mitigate them. Causes of supply chain disruptions. To understand the disruptions, we must first examine their root causes. Natural disasters. Flooding, hurricanes, and earthquakes disrupt manufacturing and transportation. Example: the 2011 Fukushima earthquake disrupted the global automotive supply chain. Pandemics. COVID-19 brought factory closures, labor shortages, and increased demand for certain goods. Result: medical supply shortages, delayed production, and price hikes. Trade disputes. Tariffs and trade tensions between major economies disrupt the flow of goods. Example: the US-China trade war impacted global supply chains. Impacts on prices, businesses, and consumers. These disruptions have had profound consequences. Price inflation. Increased production costs lead to higher prices for consumers. Example: rising shipping costs and supply shortages drove up the prices of electronics and appliances. Business disruptions. Companies face delayed production, cancelled orders, and financial losses. Smaller businesses may struggle to survive. Example: automotive manufacturers had to halt production due to semiconductor shortages. Consumer impact. Consumers experience product shortages, delayed deliveries, and higher prices. Panic buying exacerbates shortages. Example: toilet paper shortages during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. Mitigating supply chain disruptions. While disruptions are inevitable, there are strategies to minimize their impact. Diversification. Diversify suppliers and sourcing locations to reduce dependency on a single source. Example: companies expanded supplier networks to mitigate trade war risks. Inventory management. Maintain strategic stockpiles of critical components or goods. Use demand forecasting to anticipate surges. Example: food retailers increased inventory of essential items during the pandemic. Technology adoption. Implement digital tools like IoT, AI, and blockchain for real-time tracking and risk assessment. Example: blockchain ensures transparency and traceability in the pharmaceutical supply chain. Resilient supply chains. Develop flexible supply chain designs that can adapt to changing circumstances. Example: just-in-time inventory systems, while efficient, may need backup plans. Government and international cooperation. Governments can promote stable trade policies and invest in infrastructure. International cooperation can address global issues like climate change that affect supply chains. In an era of globalization, supply chain disruptions are challenging businesses and consumers alike. Understanding the causes and effects of these disruptions is the first step towards resilience. By diversifying suppliers, optimizing inventory, embracing technology, building resilient supply chains, and fostering international cooperation, we can better prepare for the storms that lie ahead. Supply chains will continue to evolve, but with proactive measures, we can minimize their disruptions and ensure the world keeps moving.